Welcome back to the Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. A couple of things I got to talk about that I think are really important. First of all, today's show brought to you in part by Cornerstone Business Academy and also Tropical Smoothie Cafe. These are both great businesses, and really glad to have them as part of the Price of Business. Also want to mention that I had a couple of great Price of Business contributors be a part of an article I wrote last week for Thanksgiving. The article was called Thanksgiving Weekend Can Be Very Deadly, and I don't know if people realize how deadly it is on the roads. According to the experts, this weekend we just survived recently is the most dangerous when it comes to DUIs, including 4th of July, New Year's Eve. All of those come 2nd and 3rd and 4th to actually Blackout Wednesday itself. And so Chris Corso, he's a regular contributor on The Price of Business, and Dr. Colleen Mullen, she is also a regular contributor on The Price of Business. They provided great content for that article. If you go to Huffington Post, put in Kevin Price, it's the first article there if you check it out, and I encourage you to check it out. Really useful information. It makes you want to think about the kind of exhortations and encouragements you give to your family members when it comes to driving, particularly on that Wednesday, which is now 362 days away. But, be mindful of it and think about the whole weekend, and just be glad that, if you did do well without issue, be grateful for that. Speaking of gratitude, which is what Thanksgiving is all about, on the eve of Thanksgiving, I signed an agreement with the Biz TV network, which is out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but is in 38 million homes around the country. That's 1/3 of all homes with TVs, in 30 different cities around the country, including New York City, Los Angeles, Dallas-Fort Worth, and many others, to host a TV version of the Price of Business radio show. And it will air every Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, starting in January, the first week of January 2016, the first Sunday. So we're excited about that. For those of our friends and listeners in the Central Time Zone, that would, of course, be 10:30, 9:30 Mountain, and 8:30 on the West Coast. And so those are great times, by the way, to be on. They were talking about an earlier time to get started, which would have me on about the time people are getting their second wind for sleeping on the West Coast. And so I was delighted that I'm on during wake-up time. But this is huge. This has been negotiating going on for really years, on and off for years, and we finally got an agreement that made sense for everyone involved. Biz TV is one of the fastest-growing television networks in the country, and I'm delighted to be a part of its family. And so that just, with our web presence on usdatareview.com and priceofbusiness.com, and this program we've been doing on Bloomburg's Home here in Houston, and our relationships with iHeartRadio and TuneIn Radio. This is just another big jump, in terms of our presence and our reach, and we're excited to be able to tell you about that. So that's among the things I was thankful for. And then just yesterday, we got their agreement back, their signed agreement back. So it's happening, and we're excited. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I'd ask my producer how his was, but he's complaining about his voice. And so I'm doing it reluctantly. You don't have to say much, but how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I had to work here, and now I woke up this morning, and I think I'm getting strep throat. So it's all good.
And unfortunately, we're sharing a rather small room. So I will be exiting out of here.
Yeah, you'll be thankful for something entirely different as you exit the room. You'll be thankful for clean air.
Clean air, exactly. And I will be for sure. But yeah, I'm glad you ended up having a good one. And
thanks. Yeah,
absolutely. That's pretty much it, though, today. I am really grateful for, had an awesome time. The thing I'm most thankful for is my brother and I, my oldest brother and I, went to the mall in Abilene. That's where I spent my Thanksgiving. And
they have a mall in Abilene?
They do. It's called the Mall of Abilene.
Wow.
Wow. It's been there over 30-something years, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. But anyway,
You know,
we were there at the...
It's Anchor Store's the Dollar General.
No, actually it's not. It's the Cowboy Boot Store.
The Cavenders.
Yeah, Cavenders.
Cavenders Boot City.
Yeah, actually, I guess JCPenney's probably the anchor. It's pretty normal, you know.
Yeah.
They're trying to look civilized.
That's big time.
But you're missing the whole point here. Here's the thing that was interesting. So my oldest brother and I went shopping around, and we ended up talking to these guys at a booth who were doing something for veterans, which my brother and I decided to pitch in, you know. And then one of them said, "Hey, father and son, right?" Oh. The look on my brother's face, he goes, "Yeah, he's the father." And he goes, "No, that's not possible. It's father-son. No question about it, right?" And I said, oldest brother, youngest brother, but I liked your way of thinking.
Yikes.
Yeah, I told the guy, "I don't know your name, but you're now my new best friend in the whole world."
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I loved it. Meanwhile, I was giving him a hug, and my brother was, you know, using that opportunity to beat him in the face because he couldn't swing back. So anyway, that was the thing I was most thankful for. And, of course, I spent the rest of the Thanksgiving weekend calling him Dad.
Oh, that hurts. That's got to hurt.
I know. But it felt good to me. I don't know. I'm a little on the sardonic side.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
All right. When we come back, we're going to have more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here will be found over there at usdatareview.com. And you've been listening to my favorite show, which is now going to be on TV starting in January, The Price of Business.